Wrestling friends, and welcome to the Goodbread Wrestling channel, also known as Figure 4 TV. Now today we're going to talk about our girl Nattie, also known as Natalya. So y'all check out the intro, and when we come back, we had this good old conversation. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hit that like button before we start this conversation. So recently, Nattie has been buzzing. She's been buzzing because she's been putting in the work. She's been going all the way around. She's been everywhere other than the main roster, putting in work. And she started actually this new character named Nattie, where it's a little bad girl. That little sassiness in Natalya that we all been wanting to see has been showing. And I told you guys, the heels, when a character go heel, it brings out the best work in them. We see that with Naomi. But Nattie has been getting this Nattie character over, and that's the scary part for all my Natalya fans. We know that WWE, they just don't like when you get a character over and they ain't got no plans for you. So a couple of my good folks on Facebook wanted me to talk about this, and we all know whenever a character get over and management ain't have no plans, no writings for that character to get over, that character soon get released and that character soon get pushed aside. It's similar to the Karrion Kross situation, but a little different, guys. Understand, Natalya is more of a company girl, where she gonna do anything it takes to keep a job. Natalya, I never really believed Natalya understood her value. Because if she did, she would have been made moves to get out of this WWE promotion. Because if it's anybody WWE is dropping the ball on, it's definitely Natalya, guys. Y'all got to see the work she's been putting in. Now, I know we just recently seen her on the main roster against Becky Lynch, and that would have been the time. Everybody is saying that would have been the time to unleash this new character and get behind her. And with this new character, she's a heel, so she ain't got to win. You don't have her winning anyway, so you might as well let her, since this is more likely Natalya's last run, last big push, last hoorah with the company, you might as well let her unleash this bad girl gimmick. WWE has fell into a problem because they have way too many females on the roster. They have way too many, and that was because of AEW. We talk about how WWE influences AEW, but we forget how AEW in the very beginning influenced WWE. They made WWE give a bunch of whack talent long-term contracts. They made WWE go out there and sign women that they did not even really need. So all of that is coming back to bite WWE, and this is why we seeing women like Shayna Baszler go to the wayside, Natalya soon to be to the wayside. And unlike Shayna, Nattie has a character that she's getting over, and unfortunately she's getting it over organically, and we know that doesn't bode well for her, guys. It doesn't bode well for her. But this character definitely got some spunk to it.
This to you in a disrespectful way, so I hope it doesn't come across that way. But the Nattie I saw on Saturday, I wanted to see it on Raw on Monday. We saw Natalya, and Natalya is a first ballot WWE Hall of Famer. So I almost feel like I'm disrespecting what Natalya has done in the WWE for almost 2 decades. And we talked about, the foundation and everything else. But after what I saw on Saturday, I wanted to see that Nattie against Becky Lynch on Monday night.
Well, I mean, it's funny because this past year, it's like Natalya has been in WWE for 18 and a half years. We respect Natalya. Some people love her, some people hate her, some people are like, meh. Some people like, everybody's allowed to have their own opinion of what they think of Natalya. Just like I'm allowed to feel how I want to feel about everybody else. My thing is, and TJ and I both say this, like we've just seen her, you know what I mean? Like we've seen her. So she's done it for 18 and a half years. Nattie, this is her first year. in this. So this is Nattie's first year doing this. And so to be able to do this as Nattie, I felt like Triple Mania was the perfect place to bring out Nattie. And I got a little pep talk before the show from Taker, because Taker's somebody, again, that when I first started WWE, when I first debuted on the main roster in 2008, he was there. And so before I went out through the curtain at Triple Mania for my match, Taker said, he's like, I want to see you. I want to see a different side. He's like, I really want to see a different side of you. And he's like, turn it up. So I knew when Taker says, turn it up, when Taker says, I want to see a different side of you, I was like, don't worry, I got this. And I really, like, that's when I was like, okay, it's time for Nattie to come to play. And when I think about Nattie, that character Nattie, like, it's hard to even sleep. Like, I can't even sleep at night because I get so excited thinking about her. I get so excited about, like, just the entrance, the walkout, the like my crew, my fight crew. We go to the ring, and like I feel like I just feel so powerful when I think about Nattie, and like I think about the girls that Nattie wants to face, and like going nose to nose with Fabi Apache, and of course the champion of AAA Flammer. Like, just knowing that I'm gonna go in there and make magic with them, but also bringing the dog in the fight. Like, it's funny because I always say to people that train with me, and I'm trying to tone down my swearing a little bit, because in my ordinary life, I swear a lot because I'm around a lot of wrestlers. We also swear a lot. My mom was like, take it easy. But you got to find that fuck you. And so the dog, I'm going to refer to that as a dog in the fight. And so I was like, I got to bring that dog. And I got right in, Fabi's face, and like Fabi, I think, was a little scared because she was like, holy shit, like Nattie is different. Nattie has a lot, like, she's Stu Hart's granddaughter. She's got a lot of anger, aggression, rage. And when I unleashed on Fabi, I felt like there was I just felt like this visceral feel of like I couldn't stop hitting her. I couldn't stop punching her. I couldn't stop going after her. I was like, you guys want to see aggressive? Watch this. And it's just in my soul. I got off the plane yesterday, went to my practice off a red-eye flight, and I was like in there with Apollo, and in there with Dawkins, and in there with BFAB. And I was like, guys, we can't just go in there and wrestle. We have to bring our soul. We got to bring the dog. We got to bring the fuck you. And so it's not just good enough to throw a punch. You got to throw a punch like it's the last punch you're ever going to fucking throw. And so that's Nattie. That's Nattie. But Becky Lynch doesn't get to decide when she gets Nattie. Becky Lynch does not get to dictate when she gets Nattie. And so Becky, of course, thought she was really clever when she put out a little tweet saying, like, I don't want Natalya. I'm sick of Natalya. I want Nattie. Well, Becky, in all honesty, you don't get to decide when Nattie comes to play. You can be a bully to Maxine. You can be a bully to Nikki Bella, and you can be a bully to Natalya. But you do not get to decide when Nattie gets to come and play. Nattie will fucking decide that.
Fair enough.
The interesting fact about Natalya is we know that WWE pro wrestling, that's a family business. And Natalya, she has that heart. She has that Hart family. She with the Hart family. And I know that the McMahons, they made a pact with Stu Hart long time ago to take care of his boys and take care of the family. So this is why the Harts, they always get that extra, they get that extra special, they get that extra benefit of the doubt, even though Bret Hart is a mother, but they tend to not do the Harts like how they do the Samoans. You know what I mean? Like it's like a trust thing there. They're not as trusting with the Harts as they are with the Samoans. So that's interesting there, because I always wonder why they don't push Natalya. Natalya is technically, pound for pound, move for move, up there with Charlotte, guys. And y'all know I love Natalya, and I love me some Charlotte. But Natalya and Charlotte ain't no difference. Technically sound, both technically sound. And Natalya least likely to be injured. Natalya is a safer worker than Charlotte. So it always puzzled me, like, why they just never really put the rocket pack on Natalya, being that she has the family last name. She has the Harts. And we know wrestling is a family business. So I don't know, guys. But let's take it to the comment section. You guys, let me know how you feel about the Natalya's gimmick, this new Nattie gimmick. And should WWE really get behind it and stop dropping the ball with these talents, guys? Let me know how you feel. Like, share, and if you're new over here, you might as well go on and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.